Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. In today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the new animated film that just came out on Disney Plus today. And when I woke up this morning, I watched it on my phone on Disney Plus. And that's going to be on the sixth installment of the animated franchise most of you guys know. And that's going to be on The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. So the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild is basically the sixth installment of the Ice Age franchise, and it's also kind of like a spin-off film too, where the story of the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, the story of this movie is about the supporting characters Manny, Sid, Diego, and Ellie. And of course this movie focuses on Crash and Eddie as like they're basically with them. But then at one point in the film, after the film opens up, the film opens up as like a little drawing flashback of the first movie, like how about Sid, Manny, and Diego returning the baby. But then in this movie, you get like Crash and Eddie as they were thinking they should go down to the lost world of dinosaurs and meet Buck. Like Buck from the third movie and the fifth movie. So when they go meet Buck, they decide to try to keep the Lost World from being overtaken by dinosaurs, as well as the main villain of this film. And then along the way, Crash and Eddie and Buck they meet this Zorilla, like a Zorilla that's kind of like a skunk. Like they meet this girl Zorilla that named Z. Yeah, Z it is. So. And pretty much Z and Crash and Eddie and Buck, they all four of them have to do whatever they can to try and stop the dinosaurs from overtaking the Lost World. So yeah, that's all there is to say. So what do I think of it? Honestly, I didn't really like this movie because there's many reasons why I didn't really like this film, because I kind of don't really have any positives about this film. But I will say I will not take the animation too seriously because the animation in Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild is almost completely different compared to its predecessor, since this movie was actually animated by a different animation company and not Blue Sky Studios, because we all know Blue Sky Studios went out of business last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic that's been hurting the economy since March 2020, including the Walt Disney Company and everything. And even for an Ice Age movie, under the Walt Disney Company, under Disney's deal, this movie was still awful, and I thought it was very bad. Yeah. Also another reason is because because many of the voice actors, except for Simon Pegg is the voice of Buck. Almost every voice actor got replaced by other voice actors, and that's another thing. Voice actor replacements. Yeah, because Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, Dennis Leary, and Queen Latifah, they're not in this film. They got replaced by other actors, except Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg actually returns as Buck. Yeah. And of course, Lori Forte, the producer of Ice Age and Epic and Ferdinand, even after being laid off from Blue Sky last year, Lori Forte actually returns as executive producer. And I will say, since I almost have every Ice Age film on DVD except Collision Course, I will say I think the first Ice Age movie is definitely the best one, and one of my favorite films from my childhood. Yep, the first Ice Age, and the Meltdown. Ice Age: The Meltdown is a good sequel that I actually remember seeing in theaters with Dad. I think my dad took me to see this movie in theaters, which was pretty good. And I also have Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs that features the girl squirrel Scrat. And of course the first Ice Age movie to have Buck. And I also have this other DVD that was included with Dawn of the Dinosaurs, the Scrat Pack that's got Scrat and Scrat. And it's basically like a little bonus features DVD that includes the Scratch shorts Gone Nutty and No Time for Nuts. Also includes a little behind the scenes featurettes and the Walk the Dinosaur music video. Yeah, pretty cool. And I also have the Ice Age Christmas special on DVD as well. Ice Age: A Man with Christmas, and I didn't really mind this Christmas special. I thought it was pretty decent. And of course I also have the 4-movie collection. Yeah. But yeah, and as for Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, I thought it was like very bad. I thought it was bland. It was weak. It was lame, boring, and just awful. That's all I can say for my thoughts on Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. Because I will say it's not as bad as Collision Course because like I said, I still think Collision Course was awful, and I still think Collision Course was the worst one out of all of them. The first Ice Age is definitely the best one. Yeah, and also like one of my other main problems, like as I was watching this film carefully, as I was watching this film, the whole thing, like Scrat himself, like Scrat actually does not appear in this film at all. Like so far, Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild is the first Ice Age film, the first Ice Age movie not to have Scrat at all. Yeah, that's right. Scrat is not in this film at all, and that's very disappointing. Yeah, and of course, almost all the voice actors except Simon Pegg, that they all return except Simon Pegg, because Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, Dennis Leary, and Queen Latifah, they all got replaced by different voice actors except Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg does return as Buck. And I will say, I think the voice actress for Z, at least she's trying, because at least, she's just doing this to get a paycheck, like, for money. And of course, I didn't really like Z at all. Like, I just thought Z was pretty weird. I thought Z was weird. But yeah, so, but if you like Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, then that's fine with me. So overall, Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild was just a dumb movie, and I'm gonna give Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild a half a star out of 5. I didn't like it. So there you have it, guys. That's pretty much my thoughts on Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, and hope you guys enjoyed my review on it. So if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and make sure to like this video as well. So with that being said, until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.